Alright, sweet. What's going on, guys? It's Ujin here, and today we've just got to shoot with Radita over here, and also we'll be using the LA600R by Lightmons or Litmons over here. We're using a lot of the colors from this light, experimenting around, and this is the location over here we'll be shooting at. A lot of black rocks, a lot of water as well. And also the concept we'll be shooting with is some angel wings, black angel wings over there. Excited to show you guys what's up. Let's get shooting. Let's do it. Sweet, so right now we can see we've got different modes: CCT mode, HSI, RGBW, and the gel effects, and also other effects as well if you want to have like fireworks effects or police effects. All right, sweet. So shout out to Godox for sending me the LA600R. This is my first 600 watt light that I've ever received, ever owned. So it's very exciting because, especially with my kind of work, higher powered lighting allows me to shoot the kind of photos that I want to shoot, to compose the type of photos that I want to compose, especially because I love shooting in on-location environments and getting the whole environment as part of the composition. Lighting, having a high-powered light that has a 600 watt output allows me to take those kind of photos, which is yeah, a blessing. So shout out to Godox again. But today we're just going to be using the HSI mode because I think I'm just going to stick to one colored light. So let's do HSI, and here we go. Yeah, click there. And then I can change the hue, saturation, dim it, anything we want. Here we go. Yeah, so you can see it's changing color right now, but I might go for like an orange color or a red. We'll see, but I'll decide when we come to it. All right, sweet. We're about to start shooting soon. Let's do it. It's like you don't have to lie down. You can almost feel like it can feel unnatural because you've just fallen, yeah, and you're trying to get out and you're wondering where you are. Bit of confusion as well. Yeah, sick. Awesome. Chin up a little bit more. Perfect. Oh, sorry, one sec. Ugh. All right, don't forget to take the dark slide out, guys. Awesome. Keep that. 3, 2, 1. Awesome, so sick. Let's get another one. Might change the color for this. I might go with blue actually. Sweet, so after I took the first exposure, I wasn't really sure about the red. I felt like it was a bit too different in terms of the environment, and it didn't feel right with the concept that we wanted to go with, like fallen angel kind of vibes. The red felt a lot, and it felt too much for this concept, and I think it was a bit too provoking in terms of how it looked with the overall composition, and I do shoot red a lot, so I think I wanted to steer away from that for this one, and especially for the feelings that I wanted, a little bit more sadness, a little bit more yearning. So then I decided to change to a bluer color to match the type of vibes that I was going for this shoot. Yeah, so I went with blue, and then for the rest of the shoot I stuck with blue, and you'll see here when we take the rest of the rolls. All right, I think I'm going to change the color to blue. So let's see how that looks, guys. All right, sick. You're a fallen angel, looking outwards, perfect. Keep that. Let me get a light meter reading real quick. 5.6 at 800, 1/60. Oh, 1/25? 1/60. So we can do 1/30. I might overexpose this a little bit. For this shoot especially, I used 400D again because the film shop that I get it from, my film from, didn't have any 800T. So I metered for these shots, I metered for 800 ISO to push it with the intention of pushing my film 1 to 2 stops when developing. Film does have a really good highlight latitude, so the fall off of when you do overexpose or clip your highlights, the roll off is very gentle. So when you do overexpose your highlights, the texture of the highlights does retain a lot more information than if you were to underexpose film. Film generally doesn't really have a good roll off when it comes to the shadows, so I do love to overexpose my film just to retain that information in the shadows. And especially when you do clip the highlights, it's not so sudden, it's not a sudden stop, and that's when I talk about roll off of the highlights. It's a lot gradual when you do clip the highlights, and that texture and information does stay there, or at least gently rolls off when you do clip. All right, ready? Ready, 3, 2, 1. Awesome, so sick. And can you, I think when you're upright like that is cool. Wait, when I am directing my models for a pose, I do love to set the tone just to give the models a little bit more of an idea on the emotion that I want them to convey. In my mind, in the forefront of my mind, the tone and the emotion does come first when composing the type of images that I want to compose. Later on, I do give a little bit more specific direction. I talk about, tilting the head, tilting the chin, where to place the hand, and then from there, I build upon that and then try mirror the pose and show them a visual of the type of pose that I want to give, whether that's getting on the ground with them, getting in their position and showing the pose. Obviously, I'm not as good as a model when posing, but it does give them a better visual, a better idea of how to pose, or the type of pose that I want them to do. Those are some key points to think about when posing. Definitely angles matter, and it does help to look at the composition in the viewfinder first and then go from there and build upon that. You don't have to get the pose perfect on the first try. You can take some time to experiment around with the posing and change up the pose. If you don't like it, change up the composition. And also something to think about, every model is different, and the main thing as well is to make the model feel comfortable. So if they're not comfortable with any poses, or if they don't feel like it's natural, definitely sometimes follow their lead and ask any suggestions that they have that they might think is suitable for the shoot. So it is a collaboration, and yeah, definitely think about both sides, from the model point of view and from the photographer's point of view. Could you try to reach out with one hand? How would that look? This way. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, like that, perfect. That's an awesome shot. Yeah, sick. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm gonna come in a little closer now. Yeah, like I said before, experimenting is key. If your specific vision or idea doesn't really work on the time of the shoot, then it is okay to try different ideas, different poses, and if anything calls out to you, don't be afraid to ask the model to try that type of concept. And obviously run it through them first, and yeah, have fun and experiment. And this time, if it's possible, could you kind of ball up a little bit more? Yeah. Facing like that way, yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cold are you? Oh, sick. Yeah, sick. Now this time you're feeling isolated, you're closing in on yourself. But I do want to get a little bit of a side profile. Yeah, perfect. A look like that. You're kind of like looking over your shoulder a little bit. So bring up your shoulder. Face your back towards me a little bit more, and then you're looking over your shoulder. Yeah, sick. 3. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Sick. Amazing. Sorry, let me get another light meter reading. 1/60. 1/60. This is 1/60. Oh my goodness. I almost did the splits. Holy shit. This time, more closed in. You're kind of like hugging yourself, but side-eye me as well. I like how your chin is like covered by your shoulder a little bit. You know, your chin's down, and then you're side-eyeing me, a little bit of anger looking at me. Yeah, sick. Keep that. I love how the wing's blocking a little bit of your face. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's awesome. I wish I could show you that. That's sick. That is so sick. So this shot over here was actually one of my favorite shots, if not my favorite. And that's as a result of like experimenting around the shoot. Originally, the hero shot that I wanted was that fallen angel type vibe, trying to get the model to reach out, almost like she fell from the skies into these rocks, and she has that feeling of a yearning. But then I found that the rocks that I was playing with was almost like a crater, and maybe it would suit the concept if the model balled up for the subject to be, more vulnerable, and I felt that suited the location as well. So then I came up a lot closer to the model, and because we were shooting with the wings, I did want to also highlight the wings a lot more. I told the models to turn around and maybe feel very isolated, look at the camera, a little bit of anger, hide her chin, so it's only showing her eyes. And I felt like this shot really worked, especially with the background as well and the environment. And I think I felt like the blue as well really highlighted the isolation, the loneliness, the yearning. And I think this image turned out really well. 3, 2, 1. Sick. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, how many shots? 7 shots. How you for cold? Can we take a 1-minute break? I just need to check some stuff. Is that okay? Sweet, all right, so I'm just taking a little break. We'll continue shooting in a bit, but we've got Jesse over there doing a shoot as well. Radita down there. But I'm pretty happy with the shots that we've got, but there is a painting, because we're using black wings, maybe there is a painting I want to emulate, which is that Adam painting. I might pop it up on the screen next to me, but the pose that I want is Radita lying horizontal on the rocks, kind of reaching out to someone. So that's what we're going to try emulate. But other than that, I'm just having fun playing around, and this is awesome. This is the setup right here, guys. So sick. So sick. No, I'm excited. Whew. 1 sec. 3, 2, 1. Sick. So good. Can you do left hand? Oh, right hand? Reaching out? Sorry. Right hand, kind of like holding yourself right there, and then left hand going out. Yeah, sick. And then I'm just gonna go from here. 3. So once you do have your hero shots, you can save them for later, but for me, I wanted to get the hero shots first, with the hero shots down and secured. And once you do have those shots, then you can experiment with a variety of shots. If you want to go further back or come up closer, changing up the angles and essentially changing up the angles. You might find something that you like, experiment around. And so don't be afraid to experiment. 2, 1. Perfect. So sick, awesome. That's that roll. Oh. Yeah, sick. Click, 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 click. Thank you. Actually, I'm gonna take some photos on these. All right, it's a little bit dark now, but I've just wrapped with the shoot. Jesse over there is shooting again on the Black Rocks. I think the time is, let me have a look at the time. 6:06 p.m. and it's just after sundown, so currently it is peak, or maybe just after blue hour. So I'm done with the shoot, the light's gone, and we're about to carry all the equipment back up over there. I might show some clips from a previous video where we logged the equipment down Tea Tree Creek. It's a long way up, a long way down, but we did it anyway, and we keep doing it. But over there, yeah, look at that. Awesome scenes in Victoria, in Melbourne. And I wish you guys could all come over here and experience the lovely, amazing beaches down here. But yeah, no, wrapped with the shoot, and I'm really happy with the results. And hopefully you guys learnt a lot as well. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys.